Hello and welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! F.S.Ts, or my reactions to them rather. I believe F.S.T stands for Fan Series Tournament. I might be wrong about that, correct me in the comments, Drake Scales. But yeah, this thing is made by Drake Scales, speaking of which. And he suggested that I can go in these in any order I want, and I figured I'd go with the best foot forward, according to him, which is Revelations versus Unleashed. Yes. And, I figured I'm going to start this off by giving my prediction of who's going to win this duel. And I honestly predict Valtor because he can pull any card he wants out of his butt. I mean, granted, so can Mephiles, and he has the better archetype, arguably, because he's been in probably some more duels, or at least it's pretty close, you know. The main bad guy doesn't duel very often in fan series. So, yeah. My money right now is on Valtor, and let's see if I'm right. 3, 2, 1, begin.
That's quite the get-up, but it changes nothing. You can dress up any way you like, but you still won't win.
Well, okay then.
Welcome, my worthy subjects of the Empire. Today I will be dueling against this heretic called Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh wow, you're so funny, human. You know that?
Oh crap, you got S code.
So I'll make sure to dispose of you, along with the rest of your evil kind.
This will be fun.
You will prove to be the evil one here today.
You're both evil.
We will see about that. Oh, by the way, hey fellas.
Yeah, welcome to the
We're back.
Fourth wall broken.
We're back we're doing probably two of the most broken main antagonists in history.
I thought Dookie was going to be your side character. I didn't think S code.
Valtor versus Mephiles.
Brother, I'd even say just in Yu-Gi-Oh! History.
Probably.
I think the only one more powerful is Jesse Khan destroying a kid's hopes and dreams at a YCS.
That poor child.
Let's see who's getting more bust.
And I'm gonna
Let's
be
see who's-
and I'll be Dimitri. Face it to Mephiles. You have nothing in the face of Master Valtor and his indestructible empire.
Dimitri, shut the fuck up.
Okay then, let's get right into the main event.
Bruh.
Wow, Dimitri, you really love kissing people's bums, don't you?
I'm simply staying on the winning side.
Valtor only has 5 monsters in the extra deck. Well, then again, there
Let's
was
do
those he
it.
created in that one episode,
Valtor,
like,
the inferior.
4 years ago. Oh, actually, no,
Damn,
yeah, you're right. No, that's actually pretty accurate.
I'll take the first
There's also
move.
that Xyz monster, and I'm probably
I
forgetting
summon
one.
Rodent of the R.O. Activating
Oh, look,
his
it's
effect,
you.
I can special summon. I can special summon my annoying.
You idiot, you should have gone, oh look, it's your mom. Duel end, game 2.
That is
Whoop, that was my
I
phone.
use my child to add any R.O. card I choose, and I choose my R.O. chemical reboot.
Oh boy.
I shall activate it, sending both my monsters to the graveyard in order to split their souls 3 ways.
Don't you have to pay out your life
Motherfucker
points?
ripped off my card.
So I will combine Rodent and Annoying Child into these 3 monsters. First, I fusion summon Kaiju of the GRO. Then, I synchro summon Destroyer Bot of the GRO. And lastly, I will Xyz summon my Maiden of the GRO.
From what I managed to
Great.
acquire, this is one of his most favorite and one of the most well-known trios of his deck.
Yeah.
They don't seem all that impressive.
From what you have required, I take it you've been studying me.
We study all kinds of threats to the Empire, be it in this universe or universes outside of it.
Valtor would be that broken.
Can't say I'm surprised. I too have been studying you for quite some time, Valtor.
Makes
I know
sense,
how-
considering your chemical reboot card is very similar to one of mine.
I end my turn.
Draw. I activate the Seal of R.O.T.S.O.O.
Now it gets more intense.
Now all my monsters gain 500 attack points. In addition, whoever loses the duel will lose their soul.
That will be you, Valtor. And when I am finished with you, I shall continue my mission to resurrect Zark and destroy and rid the evolution dimension of its evil contagion.
God, this is some weird problem-solving card
I
text.
summon the bone statue of the R.O.T.S.O.O.
What is that thing?
I activate its effect. When it's summoned, I can special summon any statue of the R.O.T.S.O.O monster from my hand or deck, or I can add an R.O.T.S.O.O trap card from my deck to my hand. I summon the clay statue of the R.O.T.S.O.O. And clay statue has the same effect as my bone statue. So I'll special summon from my deck the stone statue of the R.O.T.S.O.O. My statue
Doesn't have any more
formation
combos.
is complete.
Oh,
With
now.
this, Master Valtor is completely undefeatable.
Now, battle. Clay statue, attack that kaiju of the GRO.
Nice try, Valtor. I've seen you use this combination before. Destroyer bot ability activates. You cannot activate monster effects when your monsters battle mine. Furthermore, when my kaiju destroys your monster, you take damage equal to your monster's attack points. Your clay statue will be destroyed, of course, but since monster effects can't be activated, you can't bring it back from the grave.
That's right, 'cause it's immediate
My
effect.
statue is gone, but I won't be taking any damage of any kind. My bone
Why not?
statue absorbs all damage I take and reduces it to 0, and uses it to add to its own attack points.
Dare to attack then?
I play Monster Reborn to revive the clay statue of the R.O.T.S.O.O from out of my graveyard. I'll place one card face down. Your move, my friend.
Draw. You know,
Right now, Mephiles
I'm
has the
not
upper hand.
impressed. I expected more from you, Valtor. Let's see what to do next. I think my combo is fine just the way it is. Let's see. Battle. Kaiju. Attack.
I forgot about that thing.
Let's see. His clay statue.
I activate the effect of my stone statue. By paying 1,000 life points, he can intercept your attack. And stone statue cannot be destroyed by battle.
Stone statue absorbs the
Of
payment.
course, the life point reduction is absorbed thanks to my bone statue.
Attack the stone statue.
And luckily, my stone statue cannot be destroyed by battle.
Since I didn't destroy it, my maiden can't use up an overlay unit to let it attack again.
You are correct.
No matter. I activate the spell card Polymerization. I fuse my 3 monsters together
Oh boy.
in order to create the portal of the GRO.
Oh, crap baskets.
I activate his effect. This monster is also a field spell. It goes into the field spell zone, which is the extra monster zone, but I can't place it
Yeah, we'll
there.
just play pretend. It's okay. It's okay.
Anywho, and since it was sent there, I can add a card from my deck to my hand for each one of its materials. Let's see. I shall add R.O.T.S.O.O
What are these monsters?
That's right. Valtor
Oh,
wouldn't know what a
you haven't
pendulum
seen
is.
these before. I forgot. This is a summoning method which I'm sure your dimension will be very familiar with soon.
Well,
Pendulum
maybe.
monster.
Eventually.
Interesting.
Actually, that would be interesting if that's the way that
Perhaps
Travis
that's
beats
right.
Valtor. He whips out a pendulum.
This pendulum summoning will require some further investigation.
Please. You won't even get the chance. I set 1 card face down. Why not? Let's set up the next turn. I activate R.O.T.S.O.O, and since it was activated, I can use its effect to add R.O.T.S.O.A to my hand.
This dude's gonna envy a deck out, calling it now.
Here you are. activate it, and you'll see what this'll do next turn. Your move.
Draw. I activate Orichalco's Amalgamation.
Oh, great. Fusion time.
Using its magic, I shall fuse together all of my statues.
What? I love how they're all giving up on their infinite loots.
Orichalco's Moss Igneous.
Just a Call of Duty soldier. Ah,
And my
early
green statue
Orichalcos.
500.
Where would we be
Additional
without you?
attack points was removed from the field. Now my Moss Igneous gains 400 attack for each card on the field. In addition to the 500 attack
40,
point
12,
bonus
16,
from the
20,
seal of
21,
Orichalcos.
24,
32,
28.
37, so it's 6,700.
I'll take your word for
My
it.
lord.
But I can't. Too bad I can't attack.
Good luck attacking me then. You know why?
I'm aware of your portal's ability. I end my turn.
He does have the strongest
You know,
monster on the field, which is
you
worth
claim
something.
that you were studying me, and yet you had no idea what my pendulum cards were.
Only your foolish goal of trying to obtain equality in your way. Wiping out the entirety of the human race does not solve discrimination, nor does it dissolve the classism you're trying to obliterate. No, it'll only create more. Humans, dual spirits. There is no difference. We are a conflict-ridden species, the both of us. There will always be conflict. There will always be discrimination. Only under the iron fist of a ruler can true peace be achieved.
That sounded legit like a Valtor speak,
Indeed.
each because he
That
spoke
ruler
for 8
shall
hours
be.
and said
Now
absolutely
behold the
nothing.
power of my pendulum monsters. Since there are no monsters on my field, I can use them to summon any monsters from my deck. I summon Bunny Bob of the R.O. I shall also summon Ratter of the R.O. Sloth of the R.O. Dummy of the R.O. And, from my hand, Odd Eyes Pendulum
Oh, boy.
Dragon.
You have quite an impressive
The
cavalcade of
anime
monsters
version,
there.
too.
Yes, it's quite unfortunate that they boost the power of your own. But none of them will be on the field for long. You, Valtor, are not the only one who have mastered the summoning methods of many.
What are you doing?
Behold, I tune level 3 Ratter and level 5 Sloth together to synchro summon Spiritualist of the G.R.O. I normal summon my Coolio, since I have not done that yet, and use its effect to fuse with my dummy. I combine them in order to create R.O.T.S.O.O of the G.R.O. Then,
Supposed to be impressed.
not yet. Now I play R.O. Refund. This lets me summon back my Coolio. And then I overlay him and Bunny Bob in order to exceed summon Cyberwreck of the G.R.O.
What a odd cavalcade of monsters he has.
I can't
They
argue
look
with that.
ridiculous.
They are
You're
rather
not too
odd.
far off. These, Valtor, were monsters that were rejected from society for their equalities, and they have come back for their revenge in the form of my deck. Now, Cyberwreck's special ability boosts the attack points of every monster on my field by an additional 1,000.
Except your pendulum dragon.
Well, yes.
Well, I'm not keeping him on the field for long. I tribute Odd Eye's Pendulum Dragon.
Oh boy.
In order to summon this to the field, appear! Odd Eyes Dragon of the G.R.O.
Bastardized that dragon. That presents a problem.
Since he
A
was
big
treated this
problem.
way, my monster gains an additional attack for every monster on my field.
There's four
Every monster
attacks
on my field.
because the field spell.
Furthermore, I will
He's a
activate
monster.
Cyberwreck's effect by using up an overlay unit I can destroy your face down card.
And it was a bluff anyway.
Blaze cannon. No biggie.
He can't destroy the
Oh,
seal.
yes. And since Bunny Bob was used as material, I get to draw another card. I'll set it down, and then conduct my battle phase. Now, how much does that Magnus thing have?
83.
300.
Oh.
At least all that shouting and summoning you did was entertaining.
I activate my trap. R.O. refund.
You're so busy comboing you forgot. Oh right, stats.
No, you don't. I activate the effect of Orichalco's Moss Igneous. By discarding an Orichalcos card from my hand, I can negate your trap card and destroy it.
What? No!
Well, that gets rid of a car on the field, though.
Cheat. Fine. This'll be risky. But it'll be worth it. Spiritualist, attack his Ignis now! Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Ugh.
Laugh now, but I did that on purpose, because my Spiritualist has a graveyard effect. By banishing it from my
Is every
grave,
500?
I can boost my Odd-Eye's attack points by his amount. So Odd-Eye's Dragon of the GRO's attack rises from 35 to...
6,200.
It's actually 72 because
Yes,
the
still
Rex.
Isn't enough.
I know. Odd-Eye's attack is Ignis now, and Odd-Eye's ability activates. Since it's battling a special summoned monster, its attack points are
Oh
doubled.
crap!
Go Spiral Flame Lance!
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Fine then.
What's the matter, Valtor? It looks like it's been a while since anyone's ever touched your
It
life.
actually has.
It has been a while, yes. But nothing I can't handle.
It's real here. While
I know no
S.O.O is
point
willing to
actually
make his
There's no
villain
point in destroying
lose,
it. It will just
arguably more than he
return
should.
to end.
It's up for debate. Orichalcos will not.
Orichalcos Sorcery Magnus.
What's that do?
Discard. I can special summon two Orichalcos
Dead soldier, I
monsters
should
from my
say.
deck.
But you know what I
A
mean.
tuner and a non-tuner.
It's still enjoyable,
Unlike
just
your
different opinion.
chemical
You know,
reboot, it will split their souls free
depending on what you
ways.
prefer.
I summon Orichalcos Wandering Spirit and Orichalcos Militus. This Wandering Spirit was summoned to the field. I can special summon from my deck.
Pot of Greed.
Orichalcos Stellavera.
Oh. It's the one that triggers
Valtor
your
was
mom.
For the rest of this turn, my Orichalcos cards are unaffected by your card effects.
Now, Orichalcos Sorcery
God.
Magnus. Soul Rending.
For a moment, I thought he was gonna play the Your Mom clip. That's why I
Of
laughed.
darkness. Invade, constrict, and destroy. Choke away all hope. Fusion Summon. Orichalcos Athletitos.
It's a basilisk.
Undying dark rage. Crush it all in a frenzy. Turn it all to dust. Synchro Summon. Orichalcos Magna Draco.
And now... That structure really has improved with the animations over time.
Rend away all dignity. All bow to your might. Xyz Summon. Orichalcos Grand Opus Dragon.
2 dragons and a snake, because even,
Yeah, when these
even Dead
two
Soldier got
cards are
tired of
summoned,
dragons.
I can add these two cards to my hand.
Oh great, Duos and Trios.
You showing up here in this world was actually perfect. Because now, I get to give these cards a test drive.
A real challenge.
I will add another layer to the seal of Orichalcos with Orichalcos Deuteros.
Dun
Then
dun dun
I will add
dun
the further
dun
final
dun
layer to the
dun
seal
dun
with
dun.
Orichalcos Tritos.
Too bad that music track is
Looks like I'm
copyrighted.
kinda screwed here, eh?
Kinda.
Kinda, sorta, not
I
really.
use the effect of Orichalcos Tritos. I gain 500 life points for each Orichalcos card for each monster I control.
All that damage you
And
took
with
has been
that,
negated.
The very
Damage
few
I-
damage you did has been erased.
Don't get used
In
to
fact, you actually healed me,
Ow.
really.
Magna Draco. Your boost is permanent, I see.
Oops.
Indeed. Nice try, Valtor.
That's a predicament.
Hold on, I decided I wasn't done with my main phase
Your
yet.
monsters are still too weak. You can't clash with mine. Well, you can, but
Yeah, that's pointless.
You'll die.
Exactly.
That's a predicament, ain't it? I have an idea.
Do you?
I'll move Stellar Varen from the front row to the back row.
Which he can
Since
do
my
thanks to the
Steel
conceal.
Orichalcos gives me an additional row of monsters. Now, I summon Orichalcos Apparatus.
Okay.
what's that do?
You'll find out in a bit. These guards don't really do anything, so I'm being beat sticks, so I think I can't afford to crash.
Your clay statue.
Yeah, but if I do that, I take damage.
Fair enough.
This bone statue isn't here to negate the damage.
Yeah, but you're going to take...
Right.
Except... Yeah, but
Fair enough.
it's the only way you're going to get over.
Thanatos. Attack Ally striking of the GRO.
Why?
Restricting coils.
Oh no. Ah!
Put it back.
My monster's effect only works during my turn.
Grand Opus Dragon. Attack his Snortosaur.
Ugh.
They're crashing.
And I will let you keep that Cyber Wreck on the field. Just so you cannot pendulum summon from your deck.
What?
I end my turn.
Did you really believe that Master Valtor would be dumb enough to let you summon monsters from your deck again? Please.
I like how the implication is just that Valtor
Cyber
has
Attack
Wing
his
Creeble
apparatus
as
now.
card sleeves.
Very well.
I know what that card's effect is. Now, I may not be able to pendulum summon from my deck, but I can still do so with monsters in my hand and extra deck. So I shall pendulum summon Hypersaur of the GRO. When this card is pendulum summoned, its attack points are doubled. I'll also pendulum summon my annoying child.
Why would you pendulum summon in the second main
And-
phase?
My R.O.T.S.O.O Dragon from my extra deck. When my child is summoned, I get to add another card to my hand. I'll pick this card.
R.O. Evolution.
Then I play... Oh, wait. I can't. I'll let
No
my turn.
normals.
Draw. I summon Orichalcos Militus. I use Militus' effect. When he is summoned, I can add any Orichalcos card from my deck to my hand. I activate Orichalcos Bone Towers.
What's this do?
To put it simply, this card will give me 2 towers to start with. And
Oh crap,
for
this is
each
the thing that
tower
beat
this card-
Elysius off
for each
screen.
tower I gain, this card's effect goes stronger. With 2 towers on the field, all cards in your hand are discarded and you take 200 for each of them.
What?
So much for the evolution summon.
I will move my Orichalcos Militus from my front row to my back row. Next, I use the effect of my Seal of Orichalcos, giving me 2,000 life points as I control 4 monsters. Now, battle. Magna Draco. Attack his annoying child of the R.O.
Ugh.
I'll move Stellar Varen from my back row to my front row. And I'll move my Magna Draco from the front row to the back row.
He's trying to protect his ace
Playing
monsters.
defense, are we?
Yeah.
I end my turn. Arguably, the most broken card in Valtor's deck has entered the field.
Basically. One of at least.
Ah. Let's see.
The card that was made literally just to beat Elysius into the dirt.
Because that guy didn't have enough curve
Never
stumps.
showed up again.
Right? I love one-off cards that just existed to get a win and nothing else.
Battle. Hypersaur. Attack Estelavera.
Very well.
That means less healing for me. Boo-hoo. So, why does he have this card?
My towers now gains form 2 more towers.
Tower tokens.
And with 4 towers, I can do this. Purge the field, destroy all other cards.
What? What's wrong? You weren't winning, so you blew everything up? Wait, does that mean your seal goes by 2?
Seal of
Oh, okay.
Orichalcos cannot be destroyed by battle.
Yeah, it's not being destroyed by battle, it's being destroyed by
Fair
card
enough,
effects.
Valtor. But guess what? Your seal isn't the only thing that is immune to card effects. Since R.O. chart A and B are in my pendulum zones, they synergize with each other, protecting them from all harm.
Oh, dang. That means you're just wishing to clear the field for Lord
And
Nuke.
you've just opened my field again, so I can summon a whole new cavalry next turn.
I said 1 card face.
It's a really dang good duel.
I will switch my clay statue to attack mode. And, just for the sake of it, I will give myself an extra 500 life points thanks to my
It's gonna have 1500 attack.
Now, battle. Clay statue, attack him directly. Do 2,000 damage.
Alright, because the seal is up.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right, seal.
That's okay, I forgot to.
What's wrong, Mephiles? You seem to be panicking.
Panicking. You're so funny. You know that, Valtor?
I end my turn.
I move. I activate my First, I shall perform my pendulum summons. So let's bring out my new cavalry.
New
I
cavalry.
summon Headsman of the R.O.T.S.O.O.
Oh no!
Attack mode.
He's summoning the vanilla. That means he's ruining another evolution card.
Then I shall summon Mary Sue of the R.O., Surfer Bro of the R.O. from my hand, and also from my deck, I shall also summon a second Mary Sue and Quackers of the R.O.
After you summon those monsters, I have a trap card.
What?
Threatening Roar. Now you cannot declare an attack this turn.
God.
At all.
Fine. I activate Quacker's effect, along with the effect of my Surfer Bro. Surfer Bro lets me add another card to my hand. I'll add this card, R.O. Fusion. While Quackers lets me retrieve an R.O. card from my graveyard. R.O. Evolution.
Crap.
I activate my R.O. Mary Sue's effect now. By negating the effect of my other Mary Sue, I can add another spell card to my hand. Good lord.
Jesus
Card to
Christ.
my hand.
I was expecting this to be a wash for like one side. I don't know who's just either side.
I tune my 3 monsters together to synchro summon Jester Tia of the G.R.O. Now with my space cleaned up, I play R.O. Evolution, sending this card to the graveyard in order to summon Mephiles, King of the G.R.O.
He's a rush card, apparently.
You
I
finally
activated.
brought yourself to the field.
Would you care to hear my ability? I can gain the attack points of your clay statue.
Greg Scales is in the top bottom left corner.
And then I shall use
I guess he made the
effect
rush
to
duel
summon 2
version.
more of himself from my deck. With the same attack points. But they won't be around for long, because I'll be using these 2 copies to build the overlay network. Come to the field, Dark Grizzly of the G.R.O.
Perhaps your tactics work against some duelists, but against me, they
You
would
can't
still be
attack.
Ineffective.
Actually, I would say they'd still be the same. Attack Dark Grizzly! And when Dark Grizzly battles, its ability activates.
Tisk tisk tisk. Because of my threatening roar, you cannot declare an attack, remember?
What?
He
Oh, I
forgot.
forgot.
Once again, Mephiles was so busy
Gina, right
comboing, he
before
forgot rules.
Draw.
Then again, I've been lost in my
As
combo
if this
games
duel has
before too. I
finally
don't
come
blame
to
him.
a close.
Has it?
Yes.
My Bone Towers is now assembled its final tower, which will now give it its most powerful effect. By sending my tower to the graveyard, I can summon any monster from my deck for ignoring its summoning conditions.
What? What? That's... Not even I'm powerful enough to make a card like that.
Oh, here we go.
Now, prepare to see what real power is, Mephiles.
Great beast from the sky, please hear me.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Transform thyself from ball of light and bring me victory in this fight. Envelop the desert in your glow and cast your rage upon my foe. Unlock your powers deep within so that together we may win. Winged Dragon of Ra!
It's weird to think that Dead Soldier hasn't really aged that much. You know, physically looking, you know?
Impossible! I thought that card was just a myth.
Or maybe just that his uploads are so inconsistent that it's easy to forget what he looks like and just assume they all look the same. Yeah, and look how long this card is. I've seen this thing printed IRL, and the card is so big it's as long as my
I
phone.
can tribute a monster to provide its attack points to Ra. Oh, it says my clay statue was sent to the graveyard.
It's the infinite
Returns an
loop.
Additional 500 attack points. You realize?
No, you don't. R.O. Refund. Negate.
I'm afraid that my Winged Dragon of Ra cannot be negated.
It's a god.
This is impossible. This is impossible.
What's that? I think I hear a little chime there. My Winged Dragon of Ra and my clay statue have infinite attack points.
This is madness.
No! Impossible!
Winged Dragon of Ra, decimate this fake conqueror from this world. Blaze cannon!
No, I activate a monster effect. I banish my Sloth of the R.O. from my graveyard. Now your monster is too lazy to attack.
Immune.
Did you not hear me? Ra is unaffected.
I warn you, Valtor. I have another monster in my graveyard that will end this duel in a swift stroke. You will not succeed in your mission. You will fail.
No, on the contrary, Mephiles. It seems as if you have failed. And just like with any other duelist who has tried to stop me in the past from assembling my empire, your soul will now as well be added to my collection. I'll be sure to place it next to Sashi's.
No, this is impossible. Impossible. Fear
As I
me.
said,
Fear me.
Ra, Blaze Cannon!
No. No. No.
As usual, Master Valtor has secured victory. I don't know what else was expected, honestly.
And with the seal now trapped in the Orichalcos, body swapping is impossible. Looks like the reign of Mephiles.
This is
has
probably the
reached-
one way to actually beat Mephiles for good. That's just a good counter to it, the seal.
You know, I honestly can't say I'm surprised, because I think I've said this before in the past, but yeah, Valtor is pretty much a better Mephiles. I mean, that's the
Well,
point. Mephiles
power-wise,
wants
yes.
to be a conqueror, but Valtor already is one.
Yeah, exactly.
If it actually happened in canon, it'd pretty much end up like this.
Yeah,
Yup.
Mephiles wants to be in control, and Valtor is in control.
Exactly.
Except I'm pretty sure that Mephiles would probably have something a bit stronger on the field. Maybe like the
Because, like,
All-Rise
Well, yeah, that's the
Revolution
power
Dragon.
of scripting, though.
Just keep in mind, Mephiles had the advantage in the duel the whole time, but Valtor remained calm because he knew he had the upper hand
Right.
the whole time.
As I was going to say, actual lore accurate duel.
Very lore accurate.
Right.
More accurate duel.
Like Mephiles has got all these jank cards, like half a dozen extra deck monsters, and he still loses.
Right?
To someone with 5 cards in their extra deck.
Oh man, now
Less
this
is
one.
more, Mephiles.
I guess so.
We'll see you guys around for the next one.
Okay, see ya. Bye-bye. Yeah.
Yeah.
And greetings and goodbye from the Empire.
I'm kind of disappointed we didn't see Zark in this though, only because the thumbnail does have Zark in the Seal of R.O.T.S.O.O, so I kind of wanted to see that pay off. But at the same time, it's also one of those where it's like they were taking forever to summon. I don't even know if you could summon it legitimately, unless you had a card that ignored summoning conditions. Though the image of Zark inside the Seal of R.O.T.S.O.O is a freaking great shot, and that you can't pass up, really. Yeah, that was a pretty low accurate thing. And as a predicted Valtor one because, well, yeah, they pretty much explained in why. Like, the thing about Mephiles' deck is that it is incredibly strong. But there is a level of fairness to it. You can beat it. It's happened twice in a show. That has not happened in R.O.T.S.O.O, and it's at the point where it's like, how the fuck is Travis going to beat this? Like, literally, it's impossible. Unless Valtor either gets the worst hand he's ever seen in his entire existence, or frickin' Travis pulls a new card out his butt that comes out of nowhere, like, maybe with the new summoning mechanic, like he invents link summoning or something, I don't know. Let's be real here, I don't think they plan that far ahead. Like, I'm sure they're having the plan of being like, and then Travis beat Valtor or something like that, but I don't know if they plan it that much, you know. But again, I respect to R.O.T.S.O because we're still uploading. I back Exas a bit about how broken Valtor actually is, but I have nothing but respect for R.O.T.S.O drink and stuff. It is one of those, like, where it's like, oh my god, this is so early 2000s. I love it. Well, actually, it's early 2010s. Oh, god. But yeah, either way, Mephiles put up a dang good fight, and he actually damaged Valtor, which is something that I don't think has happened in R.O.T.S.O.'s canon. I could be wrong, but, you know, well, okay, it probably happened, like, before Valtor became, I'm going to take over the entire world when he was just with his friends, but yeah, do we really count that? Technically, yes, but also no. One hell of an epic duel. I'll probably never get to that level of practically scripted again, but hey, it was enjoyable. Alright. Great work, Drake, and great work, S-Code Knight. And Dookie, you were a great cheerleader. Rah, rah, six boom bah. Man, even in these fan duels, you still can't get a character that has a dual disc.